Going live, it says.
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm ready. Click this.
Cool. I clicked go live and nothing changed. So, hello, new early viewers of the stream. Jay Highblock, Killian Jertu, Druv, and then Killian Jertu and Jay Highblock again. Oh, hello, Gaming Duel. So, what's up, y'all? Let me just adjust some things. Oh, never. Yeah, I didn't know I was streaming either, honestly. I woke up, felt like, hey, it'd be pretty cool if I streamed. I woke up like 30 minutes ago, and I just like brushed my teeth, did the normal things. And now here I am streaming. So, well, nah, Mickey Mouse is not in this one. It's not, I don't like really doing like meta jokes or anything. I don't really, well, Pizza Time Productions already $2, man. It's been, I don't even think the stream's been up for 2 minutes. Thank you so much. Jeez. So, right now I'm going to be filming the cruise ship scene. The cruise ship scene where Spider-Man and Vulture fight. In fact, here's actually the cruise ship I built. Last night. It was like 3 a.m. when I was building this. I think it's pretty cool. It's like a little orange cruise ship. And you can see Spider-Man on the back there. And I even like built it in a way so that I can tear in half perfectly, so that way I can do the scene pretty easily. We'll probably have to rebuild it. But yeah, I think that was pretty cool. This is the first time I think I built like a set like this without any like prior know-how. But thank you all so much for 40,000 subscribers, and wow, the stream filled up fast. All right, let's actually get to work. Does it get boring sometimes when you do stop motion? Nah, I don't think I've ever been in a state. I've been in a state where like I've been doing it for too long and I need a break, right? But I've never actually felt like bored. And I think it's weird in the sense that when I'm doing stop motion, I'm almost like not thinking about it. And I just broke the set trying to put it back together. All right, you know what? Let's just get the camera ready. And let's get to work. How did you become a stop motion animator? I've been doing it since I was like 11, 9. No, I was 9, yeah, when I started. And yeah, I just been doing it since then. I don't think I really ever became one. I just started doing it, and as things progressed, it progressed. All right, so let's put the ship back together because I'm an idiot who broke it. Thankfully, it's not that difficult. It only got split in half. So okay, just attach that. Attach this. Sorry if I'm not going to be looking at chat a lot today. Given that it's Saturday and the video goes up in 2 days and I still have quite a bit of work to do. I want to focus as much as I can, but of course I will try to also talk and entertain you. Do you prefer doing brick filming or clay animating? I've answered this before, but I think brick filming is I like brick filming because I can get a much larger scale of things because of how much smaller the objects are. So like you see like the fight between Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. I can't really do that in claymation because of how big puppets actually are. Unless I had like a huge set, and I don't have money for a huge set. So. How long does this take? I never watched before. It usually takes me like a week to make videos, but that's also like a week of like constant work. So, what I'd like to do over there. Do you remember me, Mr. Blue Guy? Yes, I remember you. What's up, man? All right, let's just put this here. Now, the scene, if you've seen Spider-Man Homecoming, of course, is when they're doing the weapons deal on the cruise ship, and Spider-Man comes in, and it's just he just messes everything up, but at the same time, the Vulture's like he like gets like a gun or something, and he just shoots everybody, and he splits the ship in half. Spider-Man has to stop it. So let's get a nice angle here. I want to sort of like showcase both the ship and the sea in the background, so I'm gonna push this a bit back. And the whole joke is, in the previous scene before this, Vulture and his gang are like talking about Spider-Man keeps messing everything up. And they're like, wait, we can still do that crime on the cruise ship. And thank you so much, Legos SML, for the $5. That's pretty sick. And then they're like, gosh, I hope Spider-Man isn't there. And then Spider-Man just jumps in saying, guess who's here? And then boom, Joker in 5 minutes, please. I don't think I could ever do Joker. I've seen Joker. That is way too gloomy. I've seen Joker twice. I saw Joker once with my friends, and I saw it again with my mom because she wants to see it. But my god, it's such a gloomy and like dark movie that I can't even think of like a joke. Like, the video is gonna be about 2.5 minutes long, so it's pretty cool. Are you human? I think I am most of the time when I check. Oh hey Mark, yeah I remember you of course. All right, let's get to the first frame. Do you think if you try hard enough you can get 1 million subs? Whatever's in the future, honestly. I think really my only goal ever for this channel was really to just be able to do this while also being able to pay bills, and that's pretty much all I've ever wanted. And I thank you all for making that possible because I like doing this a lot. It's fun. Okay, so we have a couple characters we need to put here. Okay, so we gotta put the guy who's buying the weapons. And then who else? The Shocker. Where is he? Where is the Shocker? I feel like, okay, here it is. I love how he has these huge ass hands. It's like they look like Hulk hands to me. It kills me. Like, you know, like the fake foam Hulk hands that they sold to kids, or they sold as toys back in like the late 2000s. Every single time I see these Hulk hands on screen, it kills me. It's just so funny to me. Okay. He should redo Spider-Man Far From Home. I do not want to redo Spider-Man Far From Home, to be honest. I think I already did that. That's already nice. It got like 1 million. It's my most popular video. There's no there's no I just don't want to redo it. I don't see a purpose. All right. So, this first frame looks pretty nice. I like the framing of it. So, I'm just going to I want to make it move forward a bit, or maybe not actually. Let's just keep it in place. Okay. There's a hair on the set. My cat got here again. All right. What do you use for sound and video editing? I use Adobe Premiere Pro for all that, and I know that's a program that can be a little bit pricey. So, why is your name Edbound? It's a combination between my name Edwin and Earthbound. All right, now that we're finally starting to animate, I need some music because like it's really hard for me to animate without something in the background. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm able to animate so much, is because a lot of the times I'm usually like watching Netflix or I have like music on. It makes it a lot easier, trust me. I'm 20 years old, Spider Skek. And yes, Earthbound. Alright. Ed, where do you get your Lego from? Do you just buy sets and use them, or do you buy a bunch of Brandon Bricks and custom build? I usually buy from bricklink.com because there's a lot of sellers there for my area that I can just like go to their house, or I can like meet them up somewhere in Toronto and just pick up everything I need like instantly. It's pretty easy. I could also get a bunch of, that's how I got a bunch of minifigures too. That's how I got the Mr. Krabs, and I got a Patrick from there too, and a bunch of other stuff. So useful to me. And it's because of Earthbound, because I love Earthbound. It's one of my favorite games. Alright. Why is everyone saying do Endgame? Let him finish Homecoming first. Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Spider-Mandom, and we're gonna just. So this is a life hack. This is a life hack I think that a lot of stop motion animators should utilize. Is that in the first frame, you don't need to have you don't need to do any type of masking. I usually, whenever you see like a character land, I literally just drop them in with my hand. Like if they land on the set like this. So watch. The first frame is just their legs in the frame. Wait, maybe I gotta also put them in a good position. So the first leg is just them in their frame. I might even be shaking a bit, and you might even see it's gonna come out blurry. So it's a little blurry, right? But it doesn't matter. So next up, the next frame is going to be them actually landing. And now we're going to put him here. I should have probably done something to stabilize the set first. Kieran Lachman Singh, $5. Thank you so much. Hey, I love the Greatest Policeman trilogy. Continue doing good. Thank you so much for the donation, my guy. All right. Let's see. Is that a good landing arc? Kind of. Maybe I should make him land one more stud to forward. Here we go. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Would you buy this STCC Amazing Spider-Man 2 minifig? Nah, I don't see any reason to. I think the Ultimate Spider-Man looks similar enough. If you're asking for movies, if I'll do movies in any amount of seconds, chances are probably yes in the future. But right now I'm working on different series as a whole, so let's just get through this first and then we can focus on other stuff later. and then we just give him a landing animation. I should have really, like, put the cruise. I should have really put the cruise like on a stud or something so he doesn't like bounce around too much. Let's just put it back in position. And I don't even know how you guys can watch animation streams like this, because sometimes it feels like sometimes it just feels like a lot of like just me trying to fix the small fires. A lot of animation and really filmmaking in general, I feel like, is just putting out small fires whenever they come up. I saw somebody had a question earlier. Hey Edbound, I started doing stop motion when I was 7 and I'm 11 now, so 4 years, but I'm still not as good as you. It takes a long. Listen, I've been doing this for 11 years. I think I only started getting good at it about 2 years ago, so it takes a long time, because you're focusing on doing animation, set design as well, like editing. You have to literally do every piece of filmmaking required to make one of these, on top of also trying to figure out how to do animation. So it's a pretty difficult skill, but you know, the more you do it, of course, the more naturally it'll come. So you know, just keep going. And you gotta remember, like, there's like a ton. There's a ton of facets to this. You know, there's the filmmaking side, editing, sound design, voice act, even acting. Stop motion animators like on YouTube and stuff have more jobs than than one person would have on a film crew. And I bet some film students watching this, ironically enough, I used to be a film student, watching this saying, "What the heck? When are you releasing a Halloween special?" I don't know. I have a Halloween special in mind, but what I'm worried about is if I upload it on November, like the Monday after this one, November 4th, I think it is. Then people will ask me, "Yo, where's the rest of the Spider-Man thing? When are they gonna fight Mickey Mouse?" So I think I might delay that until this whole Spider-Man debacle is over, which should take a couple more weeks. And now we just. DD Dasson says, "You're bad." Aw. I think I'm messing this up so hard because of how much I'm moving the ship. Okay. I think so. How did you come up with the A joke for the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man videos? Whenever I watched the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, I always thought that his New York accent was just crazy heavy. Like, there's this one scene in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he's fighting Electro, and he's like, "You're my eyes and ears," and I'm like, this guy sounds. It's too heavy. Like, it doesn't sound. He sounds like a greaser, you know, from the 50s, and I just kind of took that and I made that his whole personality for the Lego Amazing Spider-Man movies. And I thought that would be like a fun parody of him. So, like, you know, most of the time when I'm making these videos, like, the characters obviously aren't characters, they're parodies, which I think works because these are just. I bumped the lighting! Because these are just these are like 2-minute videos, right? So, like, anything that will become tired doesn't have enough time to become tired. Why can I not get this positioning right? There we go. Who is the guy in the suit? He's just some random, like, guy. Okay, so he lands, and then I just want to make him sort of like bend upwards. Everybody looks at him. Guess who's here? As a New Yorker, I say his voice is a very pizza time. Ha 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 ha. And now he gets up with his arms up, and he's all like, "Yeah, I have come here to stop your crime, haha." And then he stops his crime. Have you ever thought of making an Overwatch animated short? Yes, I have. And now, after what Blizzard has done, I'm not really so inclined to do that anymore, sadly. It's too bad. I really like Overwatch. But unfortunately, I also like freedom. The Furious Knight donated 79 euros? I don't know what currency that is, but whatever it is, man. Thank you so much. I challenge you to a Pokemon battle. So ironically enough, I actually used to play a lot of Pokemon when I was in high school. And I always got my ass beat by my cousin because, damn. Yo, what's up, Zach? How's it going, my man? Yeah, I'm not a I used to love playing Overwatch all the time, but man, I don't know. And like, it's tough. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too heavy into politics here, because I know a lot of the audience is on the younger side, and they're here to watch somebody animate. Toby and Andrew versus Disney. Yeah, I was planning on that. I commented 40 times. Hey, TJ Chargers, what up? Thank you for your comments. I didn't skip your ad for you. That's nice. Thanks, man. That really supports. That really Thanks for making sure I eat this month. Okay, so as you can see, he lands. Guess who's here? Okay, and that's pretty good for this shot. And next up, it's gonna be like the Vulture. He's getting all mad, like, no, you're a fraud, Spider-Man. Do I like SpongeBob? Yeah, I like SpongeBob. I watched SpongeBob growing up. It's a great show. Nexo, never mind. Well, never mind to what? Will Toronto FC with a MLS Cup? Well, I just don't know that. What program do you use to combine all the photos and set the frame rate? I use After Effects to put everything out. If you could eliminate an item from existence, what would it be? Well, you know, I'm not a fan of gun violence, so maybe guns. But at the same time, I think guns make for a funny joke in a Lego skit, so I'm not sure. I'm torn. What's the scene? Okay, yeah, here it is.
Guess who's here?
Okay, so you just heard a snippet of the audio from the video. Guess who's here? So next, what I want is I'm gonna get a close up of the Vulture. Are you gonna make the movie of the Spider-Verse? Yes, but not in a while, because my gosh, that's gonna take like a solid that's gonna take a lot of planning. So I need to sort of gear myself up for that, and I need to have sort of like a week where the video I'm making isn't too intensive, so I can leave myself a lot of time. And right now, everything I'm making is kind of like action heavy, so it's gonna be kind of difficult. And I need to just get a nice angle. Okay, here we go. You get a nice angle of the Vulture, and that is like, look at the Vulture minifigure. Let me just prop the camera up on something so I can get a nice clear shot. That's way too high. Hey, watch your brick film tips, but sadly I don't have enough for a remote, and the only thing I have is an iPhone. What can I use as an alternative? So what I suggest is try using a timer, if that's the case. Put your timer on like 10 seconds or something, so that way whenever you touch your camera, any initial like bumps or whatever, they're probably gonna like just go away after a bit. So let's see how this looks like when he's standing upright. That's pretty good. So I just want to actually put this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Again, sorry if the stream is kind of boring. I wanna figure out ways to make animating stuff more entertaining, but alas, it's very difficult because a lot of it is also just I want to talk to you guys, but at the same time I also need to get work done. Okay, so he gets mad and he starts yelling. Can you see me? Yes, I can see you. I can see all your comments, except sometimes because they're coming by so fast, it's hard for me to actually, check them all out. I love your animation. What is this Spider-Man's catchphrase gonna be? I don't think he actually has a catchphrase. I think a lot of this, there's this, I have a running gag for this one too, obviously, but it's a little bit different from like just A or A Peter or something. And now he's yelling. So come on, just put your hands up. The running gag for this one is a little bit more on the Red Scare. Where are all your subs from the Far From Home video? I don't know. I guess I think they're a part of like I initially got about 20,000 from that, so I'm sure they're here somewhere. I just hit 40,000 subscribers, so once again I want to say thank you for that, because I am really glad that you guys seem to be enjoying the content so much. And yes, this will be out by Monday. Why is that calling me? 1 second. Zach, I'm streaming. What do you want? You're in the chat.
Dude, you have to have his rank. His gag is "Hey everyone." Dude,
Hey everyone.
like you know how he comes in Civil War? Hey everyone.
The thing is, I think I animated and voiced too much of it now to just kind of go back and change something.
Yeah, it's okay. No, I just wanted you to see.
It's Saturday. This is something you tell me on Tuesday when like not a lot of work has been done yet.
Yeah, but you also. I also completely forgot.
I think it'll be more entertaining if you just animate instead of reading the comments.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just reading the chat. Ironically enough, if I followed that advice, I would never have seen that comment.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, I'll let you keep going. Keep going. Later.
Hey, later, man. So that was Jay Coley or Zach. So funnily enough, he's actually been in a few of the videos at this point. You might recognize him as the voice of Norman Osborn or Harry Osborn. Good God, things just keep happening. Except I can't do it as good as him. I also wanted to do a video revolving around Mr. Krabs, and he was gonna play Mr. Krabs, as well as Doctor Strange. Have I watched? I am from Canada, and no, I have not watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I have watched Daredevil, and I really like Daredevil. Daredevil season 1 was really good. Daredevil season 2 wasn't as good, but I still have yet to watch Daredevil season 3. Stop streaming? Oh, I thought you said stop streaming, but it's really just stop spamming. Okay, so he's yelling. Mr. Krause, you say? Okay, so he's just gonna be like wiggling around, shaking. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I'm literally shaking right now. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why people actually. I've never experienced a point where I was actually shaking for reading an internet comment or whatever, but. Hey man. Can you do the MCU in 5 minutes? Honestly, probably not. Just because of how much content there is in the MCU. I doubt I'll be able to just do that all in 5 minutes. I was planning to do a lot of the MCU movies. Honestly, the more I look at the MCU, I don't want to do all of them because there are just some movies in that I don't really want to revisit, like Thor: The Dark World or The Incredible Hulk. But, you know, I want to do the big ones, obviously, like Infinity War. And who knows, man? So he's kind of just wiggling, shaking. He's like, cheese, you know, he's mad. Ed, can you say hi? Hi. Brick Boy Stop Motion Studio. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 minifigure, how did I get it? I made it. If you watch the making a minifigure on the Black Suit Spider-Man, you'll see that I created and printed out decals, which I applied to figures with color schemes that work. My favorite color? Might be like pink or orange or something in like the red line. I think my favorite color when I was like younger used to be blue, and then I got less sad as the years went on, so it became a little bit brighter. Not to spoil anything, but no, I will not be making Tom Holland fight Toby and Andrew, because the way I was planning on it going is I wanted them all to actually recognize that it's none of their faults that things went the way they did, and that they should actually join together to defeat the establishment that actually put them through pain. You know. And thank you so much, Kieran Lackman Singh, for the extra $2. Ed, do you have any pets? Yes, I have two pets. I have a fish and I have a cat. They're pretty cool. Okay, so he's all cheesed. And then I want his wings to pop out. Can you say hi again? Breakboy Stop Motion Studios, hello. Do the 7 Batman movies? There's 7 Batman movies though, and there's also like how many? There's also 7 Spider-Man movies, and I'm doing all of them too. Actually, yeah. After the Spider-Man movies, I wanted to do the Dark Knight trilogy. I just wonder, because those are very heavy movies. So I just wonder how to actually condense them. Joe Mama, oh no. I don't know why this Joe Mama meme it actually makes me laugh. So two memes right now make me laugh harder than anything else, and that's Joe Mama and the Paul Rudd video where he's like, "Look at us." Who would have thought? Not me. It's so funny. The fish's name? His name is Pedro. And I'm so sorry, but Minecraft, I don't know if I'm gonna be playing any video games today, honestly, because it's already Sunday and I have at least 10 more scenes I need to shoot from this video. Honestly, okay, so for Spider-Man PS4, I actually really wanted to stream that because I remember playing it like a year or two ago. But here's the thing, okay, here's the weird story about how I played Spider-Man PS4. Okay, so way back when, about, I think it was 2018, I was working at an editing studio. And I was editing wedding videos. And God, I hated it. I did not like it that much. And Spider-Man PS4 just came out. I don't have a PS4. So I borrowed my cousin's for a weekend. And I remember on both of those days of the weekend, I had to go to work at 4 o'clock. So from like 4 to 10. So I didn't have a lot of time to play it. So I was able to literally play the entire game in like, I think 2 6-hour sessions because of how like I had to speedrun it. And unfortunately because of that I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do. So I really want to revisit it. The thing is I need a PS4 and I need the game again. But yeah. Okay, so he screams. He screams. And then I want the mask to sort of just fly on him, very similarly to what happened in Bathroom Brawl way back when. So I'm gonna find a way to make a platform so that I can drop on it. My pen, I was gonna use that. You know what's weird? Okay, you guys watch it. For those of you who've seen my streams, for some reason, I am so much clumsier and I drop a lot of things when I'm on stream compared to when I'm not on stream. So maybe, is there something weird about that? Did you hear about what happened to Yuri? You mean Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Spider-Man for Spider-Man PS4? No, I did not hear what happened to Yuri Lowenthal. Do you do the voice acting? Yeah, I do most of the voice acting in my videos. I do all the voice acting in this video. And one of the reasons why is because it's just like, you know, because these videos change a lot whenever I bumped the light again. Stupid me. These videos change a lot in production. So a lot of times I rewrite lines or I completely omit lines or I cut things out, change things up. You know, there's a lot of changes that happen. On top of that, I like having the microphone quality like consistent. Can you explain easing in and out? I don't know exactly how to explain that, but I think it's easing in and out is pretty much whenever you have a motion in animation, have a smooth startup and ending. So you ease into motion and then you do the motion and then you ease out of it. I actually explain this a lot, but I don't call it easing in and out. I just call it momentum. Oh, I messed up. Okay, you see the shocker, how the shocker moved there? I didn't even notice he moved. What the heck? Okay, so I have to redo this frame because of that. Okay, let's just... So, he bumped way too hard, but I can fix this. I can smoothen this out by just adding one more small movement, and bada bing, bada boom. Do you do full-time YouTube? Yes, YouTube is actually my full-time job. It's been my full-time job since about, I want to say May. Well, I wasn't making money on YouTube in May. I started making money on YouTube in July. But one of the reasons why I upload every Monday is because after I dropped out of college, because I hated college so much, I was like, I cannot do this. This is not for me. There's too much bureaucracy in the film industry. There's no fun in it. I can't just make what I want. I have to go through a producer. I have to go through a director. I have to do all this. Like, you know, I have to jump through a billion hoops just to make something. And ultimately, I might not even like what I make. So I didn't like doing that. I wanted to create things that I liked creating and also being able to sort of keep myself afloat while doing it. Which is why I started my YouTube channel about a year ago in July. But this was when I was still in school. And I was just making like short videos, like just stuff to like sort of keep me creatively in check because I was not doing anything I liked in school. And then eventually I just realized, yeah, this school, I wasn't even learning much in film school. I was paying so much money just to be there. It was like 3 hours away every day, and it didn't feel worth it. So I dropped out and I was like, you know what? I can let's try and go like crazy into this YouTube thing. See if it can work. See if I can make it work. And so I started uploading a ton. I started working a ton, and here we are, a few months later. Ugh. Okay, so we just attach his wings. Do you know that Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yes, actually, Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite show. It's a pretty good show. Will I do a face reveal? Wait a second. My face is right here. What's the heck? My favorite movie. Do videos need to be a certain time long to be paid? Nah, videos can be any time at all as long as there are ads on them. Then you can get paid. You don't need to have like 10-minute videos. It's just consistency. I think that matters. I think one of the reasons why my channel was able to grow so fast is because I upload so often, and the reason why I upload so often is because I have so much time to actually make videos. And of course, because I like doing it, it's easy for me. You know, it's like, like what can I really complain about? I wake up, walk two centimeters to my desk right here, and I just, I can like watch like a Netflix, or I can do whatever I want while I'm also working. And it's a blast. Are you gonna play Minecraft? I'm probably not gonna play Minecraft today because I have a lot of work to do. How much money have you spent on Lego? I gotta calculate that honestly because I don't think I've ever actually. I don't think I actually keep track of how much I have. I'm sure it's like somewhere in like the hundreds. And a lot of it goes right back into the videos. One thing I don't like about this Vulture minifigure is that how heavy his wings are. Makes it kind of hard to animate stuff. Like to keep balance. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling to get him into position here. Hi there, I've been depressed for a couple weeks and watching your stream makes me happy. Thanks, man. I hope you get better. Honestly, depression can be a hard thing to fight. But ultimately, I think it's like a tunnel, right? Like you're never gonna stay in there forever. There have been moments where I thought I was gonna be like, sad for like the rest of my life. But in reality, things, depending on what you do, depending on how you cope, things will get better. Is Edwin your real name? Yes. Save the trees. Yes, save the trees, fellas. Okay, and then we're just gonna make him bounce back one more time, so that way it looks like his pack is actually working. Or his back actually like sort of like teleported on him. Yo, what's up, man? Edbone. What's up, Mr. Fox? Fantastic, Mr. Fox. By the way, how long does it take for you for a normal stop motion? It takes about... Let's see, I started production on this video on Thursday, but I started writing it on Monday, right after the thing came out, right after Tobey Maguire came out. And I voice acted all of it on Tuesday, but Wednesday, I think I was doing something on Wednesday in Toronto. I think I was actually picking up the Legos for this video, and that's why I couldn't work on it. I was like buying a bunch of, you see all these orange bricks, all the orange bricks on the ship? Let me just pull them up real quick. All these orange bricks, like I didn't have these like a week ago. I had to buy them all in bulk off of a guy on Bricklink. So that was pretty cool. Later, person named Cole, thank you for watching. How much money do I make on YouTube? Also, do you ever plan on being a movie director? I make enough to like, I make enough to sort of like, just kind of justify doing this. I think it's about minimum wage right now. Hopefully, like, but as the audience grows, I think one of the cool things is that it doesn't have a peak, it feels. Hey, what's up, my dudes? Do you like anime? I don't watch anime. I used to watch anime in high school. I watched like Attack on Titan, but I have not really visited anime since then. All right. I'm gonna get back to work real quick. So next up, I want the Vulture's wings to sort of spread out. Okay, so first, what I actually want, I want the Shocker to jump on his pack. So you'll see how I do that in a bit. Okay. Let me just make him look up. Have you played Minecraft? Yes. Please make more tutorials? Sure. Make a planting 20 million trees video? Okay, I can't really plant 20 million trees. I can plant one tree right now. There it is. But I can't really put that in the shot because it can't just appear randomly. Okay, so so I want one arm to extend forward as his legs move. This is going to be a very hard motion. So what I'm going to need to, I have to do masking for this. Okay, next I'm going to get one of these pieces and a stud. Spade plays £2. Thank you very much. Or is that pounds? Is that euro? I don't know. Brexit. This is spoiling the video. I mean, if you've seen the movie, like, that's pretty much what the video is, honestly. Thank you very much, Spade Plays. Hey, you're in the Discord, aren't you? Pretty sick. Okay, so okay. What's after this video? Oh yeah, I have to answer your question. What's after this video is the continuation. It's probably gonna be the truth about the MCU Spider-Man deal, and that's gonna like continue on. When will this come out? It comes out on Monday. Everything I do, every animation you see me working on will come out on Monday, unless it's like a huge thing like how Andrew Maguire. I mean. Andrew Garfield versus Tobey Maguire took so long because of how much animation there was in that video. I know it wasn't a very long video, but so much like action and stuff going on, a lot of masking especially, and that's why it took so long to come out. That's why it took 2 weeks instead of just one. A lot of the times, it mostly takes me just a week to make a video, but it also depends on how much work actually has to go into it. Okay, this guy has to bend forward a bit so that way I can follow the arc. And also this has to be a bit higher. Can you do the 60s live action Spider-Man movie? I've never seen it before. How do you do the background and sets? The background, this background that I've been using now for most of my videos so far is just a tablecloth. It's a tablecloth I bought at like Walmart or something. And it's been working out pretty well. And for like the night sky, it's just like a black Bristol board. I like the simplicity of it. I've never like as much as I want to make like, you know, huge bustling skyscrapers and whatnot, I don't really have the materials for that, and I'm kind of just fine with doing these like very plain backgrounds because I think there's like a certain charm to it that I like. Do I plan on being a movie director? Probably. Honestly, I don't know if I want to ever get into the film industry after being in film school and seeing just I feel like there's a lot of like, it's just too much bureaucracy. It's just so much of that. I know it's a business, first and foremost, but I think that's what kills it for me, is that it's too much like a business. You know, you can't really do what you want. And that's one of the reasons why I like making YouTube videos so much, is because I can do whatever I want. I have to answer to nobody. I can make Spider-Man, I can make Tobey Maguire fight Andrew Garfield for 2 minutes, and what studio executive is going to reprimand me for that? None of them. A later Spider Skek. Kid-friendly videos? I like to think my videos are friendly for everybody most of the time, but at the same time, I like also like sneaking in things that, you know, can be appreciated by everybody. Like there's actually a lot of communism jokes in this video by the Vulture. No, I'm not a communist. I just don't like rules and regulations when it comes to creative works. I think it just bogs down everything. It's been a long time since doing that. What's my address? Ah, nice try, but I'm not going to give that away. So he's jumping. How old am I? I'm 20. Why did I cuss so much in Spider-Man 3? because that movie is edgy and I had to represent that somehow. Do you use Final Cut Pro? No, I don't. I use Adobe Premiere Pro. Can you say my name? Robo Knight. How much time does it take to make one video? It takes about a week. Wow, you know, animation is just, the animation really just be hidden though. It's kind of funny, because again, I never really think about animating and how long it actually takes. But now that I'm on camera, and I'm like doing this in front of people, it's like, yeah, this takes a while. How do you do your stop motion more smooth? I think it's just. Is it weird to say that I don't really think about it? It feels like I've been doing this for so long. It just kind of feels like muscle memory at this point. They're like rules I follow, kind of. They're just like little things I've learned over the years. And like again, a lot of those things can be found in the 5 animation tips video I made. Those are genuinely things that I like literally just picked up on just like, you know, by making this for so long. This is Digicam Control. It is not necessarily a stop motion app. This is actually just, one second. This may look strange to you all, but Digicam Control isn't really a stop motion app. It's actually more or less it's more or less a. It's just a thing on. It's a program just to take photos with my camera. That's pretty much all I use it for. But because it has features that I can use for stop motion, I just kind of use it as a makeshift stop motion program. But I do all the editing and stuff like in different programs. Okay, as you can see, he jumps, pew, and then he's gonna land. Oh, I think I hear my neighbor downstairs. Uh-oh. Well, okay, so funny thing, I live on the top floor of a house, and I have a neighbor that lives under us in the basement. He rents it out. And because my job entails me to scream into a microphone a lot and act as characters, I really worry sometimes that like they think I'm crazy, because they probably hear me talking to myself a lot or like saying the same line over and over and over again. It's just, I feel like they might think I'm crazy. But it's like, I don't know how to, because I don't really talk to them often, so I just don't know how to say, yeah, sorry, but this is how I pay the bills. I hopefully sometimes when I explain this and when I'm talking to myself, he hears that and just understands. Bruh, genuine question, how bruh are you? All I have are bruh moments. Which horror movie can I do in Lego? I think it would be a cool thing. How old is my audience? YouTube Analytics says that my audience is still typically 18 to 24, but I feel like it's more around the 13 to 17 crowd. Okay. What is my favorite Lego minifigure? Mysterio. The Mysterio figure is so cool. I just like the fishbowl. What did you use before Digicam Control? Before, for videos, for my old videos you see on my channel, like Spider-Man Fight Some Guys, I just used my normal camera, and I used an app on my phone to take pictures of it with, like, as a remote, using Bluetooth. My favorite Spider-Man movie is probably Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, so as you can see, he hops on the jetpack. Now he's just chilling up there, and then I want the wings to come out. Okay, I just need to make a smaller movement than that, and that should be fine. Why do you export in JPEG? You can export in PNG, which looks a lot better. Because PNG is huge, and my computer isn't powerful enough to handle all that. PNGs are ginormous. It's unfortunate, but you know, unless I get a powerful computer. Alright, I'm gonna head out. The only thing I like about Mondays are your videos. Haha. You know, actually, that's the reason I upload on Mondays is because I know a lot of people hate Mondays, but I was thinking, hey man, if maybe if I can make Mondays a little less painful, then that'd be cool. So I'm happy to see whenever I upload on Mondays, people say this is the only good part of a Monday. It's like, yes, I set out to do something and it is being done. Okay, I have to attach the jetpack now, or the wings. So it's gonna be kind of. I don't like this minifigure that much. I like how cool it looks, but you know, when I'm actually using it, it's hard. It's too hard to use. I don't like how big it is. I mean, I guess it's like accurate, right? But like at the same time, at what cost? Oh, what stuff was this on? You guys are also getting like a hear for my music taste, I guess. Do I watch Ninjago? No, I actually don't watch a lot of TV shows. Actually, I think one TV show I'm watching right now on Netflix while I work is That 70s Show. People say it's really funny, but honestly, I don't think it's really made me laugh that much. I mean, like, I think it's like a nice show to watch, but I don't think it's all that funny. And wow, the weight of this wing pack is really messing with me, bro. I gotta find a way to, look at it! It can't even stay upright! Bruh! Come on, don't fight me on this. I've never had a problem like this before with a minifigure. Okay, you know what? I have an idea. Nope, it's still messing up. Come on. Okay. This is what I have to do. Have I seen The Office? Yes. Do I have a net figure? Yes, I actually had to get a net figure earlier. A week ago. Dab already, you coward. I will not dab. I refuse to dab for the masses. What in-minutes video am I gonna make after this one? I don't know yet, actually. I have a schedule planned, but it's not planned after this whole Spider-Man saga is done. I have a couple like one-shot videos. Like this is one video I want to do where Mr. Krabs is in like World War II or something, and he's all like, you know, he's like, I'm in the war. SpongeBob me Bob. I'm taking Sharkboy to the knee. You know, like just, and a Doctor Strange Halloween or something. Those are two videos I have planned that are like just one shots, 1 week only kind of thing. It's just like they're self-contained and fun. Please stay. Okay, you know what? I have to use my hands. I have to use my hands to make him stay. It's the only way. Oh, but can you see my shadow? Can you see the shadow on my hand? You can! This sucks! Kind of. Oh yeah, I was doing the Dark Knight. I wanted to do the Dark Knight. Will you do a Thanksgiving video? So Canadian Thanksgiving happened already, so... And also, the dark implications of Thanksgiving kind of put me off to that. What lens do I have on my camera? I use a Nikon AF... Oh, wait. AF 50mm camera. It's like a prime lens. Yeah, it's a prime lens. And the way I get close to stuff is I have a macro lens filter from Neewer. I got it on Amazon. Okay, I gotta find a way to make this fly. Okay, I think I can cheat this one by using my hands. Again, this is a life hack. You don't always have to mask. If the character is not totally in frame, you can use your hand to like sort of pull them out. And I've actually done that so many times, not even funny. But it's like a life hack kind of. You know, you don't have to mask everything. Sometimes you gotta do things to save time. And it looks pretty. It always like as long as it all looks the same, right? And also, it even like kind of looks kind of goofy, which is kind of a quality I strive for. I don't really go for realism a lot in my videos, so whenever people ask me like, "Hey, how do you make things look realistic?" I'm not entirely sure, because these are like Lego videos, and I know people like I have nothing wrong with people wanting to be realistic. I think it's pretty admirable, but it's never something I strive for because I feel like the tone and nature of my videos. My fingers are too shaky to do this properly. It's gonna be so blurry. Okay. Wow, that looks crazy blurry. But my camera's only at 1 battery left, which means I have to do this. I have to get out of here. My camera is literally like is about to die, and I can't change the battery without it looking weird. So it just has to look strange. But at least it looks like the wings are flapping in a way. And then we just have one last frame. Boom. Oh yeah, thank you for 40K again, everybody, and thank you for coming to the stream. Let me know if you're enjoying. 165 viewers. I think this is the most viewers we've had. I think this late into the stream, so it's pretty cool. Do you like Pokemon? Yes, I actually do. I grew up playing Pokemon. My first Pokemon game was Pokemon Emerald, and the first Pokemon I ever had was, I think it was a Mudkip. Yeah. What I think of President Trump, I'm not gonna get into that because my gosh. I've seen so many YouTubers lose their careers because of political views, and I'm just gonna say, Canada had a prime minister election recently, and given what we elected, I am okay with what we got. Okay, to be a little less vague about it, Trump, I'm not an American myself, but outside looking in, good luck. I mean, y'all have seen, I mean, like, to be fair, y'all have been, it's been how long? Like 2 years since he's been in office? And I've only heard about, I haven't heard, I don't know, man. I don't want to get into it that much. It's spooky, you know? You never know who's watching. I don't want the Trump administration to come here and just assassinate me for saying something. You're gonna be like, get that Lego YouTuber, he's saying something about us, and he's just, you know, and then World War III happens, and then Vladimir Putin is like, launch the nukes, and then he launches the nukes, and then human extinction happens. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, so now we can actually have a long shot. Do Guardians of the Galaxy in Lego? Video gets demonetized. Well, I started talking about Trump and I lost 20 viewers. That's crazy. This is what I mean. Alright, so now what I want... So the next shot is going to be... The vulture flies away, and you can kind of, like, we're gonna get like kind of a long shot of it. He flies away and fires, and he shoots the ship. He shoots the ship with the beam, and it cuts it in half. I don't know what Furret Walk is. You guys need to understand. I am 20 years old. I don't keep up with the memes unless I see them on Twitter. Unless like the people I went to high school with retweet them onto my timeline, then I don't know. I don't know about them. Sorry I'm late. Dinner? It is 12:18 p.m. Who has dinner at 12:18 p.m.? Oh, that's right. I forgot about time zones. Never mind. All right, so let's give him this gun. Yeah. And I don't want there to be too much trouble with this shot. But this is probably the most complex shot in the video. It's either going to be this shot or the one where Vulture drops Spider-Man into a lake. That's probably going to be another hard shot. But I'm probably going to have to get done today. But after that, I think it's just going to be smooth sailing. But first, one final swim around the city. How do I get ideas for videos? I usually get ideas in the shower. Ironically, funnily enough. You know, sometimes I just think, or when I'm trying to, if I can't fall asleep at night, a lot of times I do like something, like I just think of a funny scenario. Like Krabs and Nom. I think that came to me while I was asleep. I need a further angle, so I'm gonna pull out the big tripod. Actually, I don't want to pull out the big tripod. I don't like the big tripod. But this is too close to the edge of my chair, of my desk, and I'm worried I'm gonna bump it off. Okay. Okay, I have an idea. It's gonna be easy. Can I do a let's play? Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, so for those of you who watch my videos, or have seen my Q&A, and I said that there was a moment where I quit brick filming, but I kept making videos. I made let's plays in high school. I mean, I don't think... and I guess, you know, like, because I never really stopped making videos, like, you know, video production was always something that was, like, fresh in my mind. But it's kind of, I think it's just kind of funny how I'm actually being asked to do that again. Because I don't think a lot of people watch them. Okay. You guys are also listening to my Saturday morning music playlist. I hate how heavy this backpack is. It's too heavy. My guys. I can't. Nothing can like I don't want to use sticky tack because then it gets all up in the Legos and like it becomes dirty and it's like ugh, you know. But please just stay. Good gravy. Good gosh. This wing is too heavy. My lord, the wing is so heavy. It's too heavy. Do I listen to rap music? Yeah. I listen to the new Kanye album. I know about rap. My sister loves the Kanye album, the new one. She was like telling me, oh my god, the new Kanye album is like all about Jesus and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, he's a Christian. We knew this. Alright. Can you work, please? Don't fall? Don't fall? No, you're falling! This is the thing I asked you not to do. Alright, let's try this. Why does this keep happening? Okay, here we go. Kind of? Okay, here we go. Here we go! We're in business now. Alright. And then... when you start become popular and making it your job... So I made this my job before I had 100 subscribers. Literally. Wait, no, that's not true. So... I never thought I could actually do this until the Solid Snake is Dummy Thick video went viral. That got like 200,000 views, and brought 2,000 subscribers to my channel. And a lot of people were saying, and right after that, I made Batman's Brilliant Brawl. And a lot of people watched that too, and they're like, this is so good, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, interesting. I wonder if I could actually turn this into some kind of, I wonder if I can make this more long-term. But I was still in school at the time, and I still had a lot of doubts. But eventually I got so fed up with school that I was like, you know what, I have to do this, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. And here we are today. I should probably... I'll probably tell the story more in depth at some point, because I think it's very important to the... Like, this channel would not exist if I didn't hate school as much as I did. Or at least hate my school as much as I did. Alright, this is not working. I have to use a different piece. Where do I find my Lego sets? Amazon.com, usually. Sometimes even some of you guys point them out to me. Like, I know somebody helped me find this set where the Vulture was in, along with the Shocker Man. What the heck? Oh, I see. Ah. I did not mute you, Zane Mickle. A lot of times, again, chat moves so fast. I'm also doing work, so I can't always see people. Alright, here we go. This looks kind of janky. Alright, that should be good. Do I have a kid? No! Good God, no, I don't have a kid. I'm 20. Good Lord! I don't even have enough... Oh, I can't afford a kid. You know how much kids cost? Like $1 billion. Do I eat poutine? Sometimes. Oh. Ah, why does this keep falling? I don't like this figure at all. It's too big. It's too much. I kind of wish I got the, there's another Vulture figure. He has much smaller wings, but they're not as movable. They're, like, in place. And I mean, like, I guess that would like be easier to animate, but at the same time, I don't think it wouldn't look right, and that's one of my issues with it. Come on, just stick. I think I'm feeling kind of sick actually. The roof of my mouth is getting weird, which sucks because I was literally just sick like a week ago. And something just fell in my sister's room. Uh-oh. Oh, I love this song. We're just gonna, you know what, chat? We're just gonna shush and we're gonna listen to the song because it's good. No. Ah! This is so frustrating. Please. I'm gonna throw something. My God. I'm gonna. This is the real gamer rage. Okay, okay, okay. Please stay. Okay. Oh, it needs to move to the left a bit. No, it can't move straight up, otherwise the animation's not gonna look as good. Okay. Okay, that was much less painful than I thought it would be. Well. What is the worst thing that ever happened to you making a brick from? Honestly, probably that. I think animating this vulture figure is probably the hardest I've had it. Pew, and then he just kind of flies up. And I want Spider-Man also to kind of move a bit so he doesn't look so lifeless. He's kind of like, what the heck is going on? Okay, so we're gonna bend the vulture a bit forward, and then we're gonna move him a little bit. Let's move his wings a bit too, so that way they look like they're actually like being a part of his suit. Okay, how's that look? Have you watched the Fast and Furious series? Nah. But they look fun. I watched one movie review on them by the Cosmonaut Variety Hour, and he said that these movies are like anime, and then I watched The Rock flex off one of his casts, and I was like, yeah, I should watch these movies. They seem like a fun time. Honestly, maybe I should just remove this stud. This stud is the this stud is the cause of the problem. I just didn't want it to look too straight is all. Because I wanted to kind of like have some kind of dimensions to it. Okay. I kind of just want him to move a bit more to the right. Just so it looks like it kind of bounces. My Lego stepped on eye, my lord. Y'all are all so weird. Damn, he just roasted the entire chat like that. Your thoughts on the Lego video game? I played Lego Pirates of the Caribbean when I was in middle school. And I remember enjoying that. It was on the 3DS. It's pretty cool. Okay, and now all I just gotta do is bring these up more. Cool. Oh, I love the song. Okay, and Spider-Man needs to move back more. What time is it? 12:30? My lord, what time did I start streaming? Is there like a way to check that? How long is this? How long has this been a segment going on? F? Why is everybody saying? Oh, one guy is saying F over and over again. I thought it was Did you watch the Joker movie? Yes, I watched it twice. I saw it once with my friends and then again with my mom. And it's so gloomy. It's not a feel-good movie. Very well done, I think. But very, very, very like tough to watch. My girlfriend wanted to see it, but I do not want to see it a third time. It's too much. I feel like I'd actually go crazy. I feel like I'd actually go on the Murray Franklin show and tell him that you get what you heckin' deserve and then deliver the shot. Cool that it became the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time, though. The power of comic books, right? Martin Scorsese is quivering. Okay, and then he just moves back. What's my favorite movie? Leica movies. I like Paranorman a lot, and I really like Kubo and the Two Strings. Those two movies, it feels like I can watch them over and over again. Okay, so as you can see, he moves up, and we're gonna make him charge his gun a bit, and then. Let's make the entire thing shake so that way he looks like he's charging. How did you get so good at stop motions? I worked very hard at it for 11 years, and I went to film school for a bit, so I learned filmmaking techniques that ultimately did help overall in understanding how to write better, how to edit better, and how to frame my shots better. But you don't need to go to film school to learn these things, because all that info is available to you on the internet. Don't spend $10,000 a year to go to film school unless you really want to work in the film industry. Okay. And then he's just kind of charging. Charging. I gotta massage my throat. All this for a 2-minute video? I mean, like, one of the things that keeps me going is at least I don't work at Amazon anymore, because that is actually hell on earth. God. I hated working there. I'm gonna tell that story. So, after I graduated high school, for about 2 weeks, I got a job at an Amazon warehouse, and I was pretty much the janitor for a night shift. I worked from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I went across the entire warehouse. There's like 2 stories of it. And I was just sweeping up garbage. Putting them in bins. And I was not having a fun time. You know what's the craziest thing about it? Is that thank you, Peace Time Production, for the $2 again. This guy is crazy. Always donating, man. Such a helpful guy. Thanks, man. Here's the thing about working at Amazon is that there are cameras everywhere. And I mean, they were everywhere. Like, always eye on you. So if I sat down, if I took a break for like a second, if I went to the bathroom, they'd know. And they would dock my pay for that. And that was dystopian. I hated it. Oh my lord, it was the worst job I ever had in my life. And every single day, I thank God I don't have to be there. And I get to do this instead because it's so much more fun and so much more rewarding. And that is one of the reasons why I also work so much on these, is to make sure I never have to go back to a place like that. Because that is actually just death, it feels. Come on, attach. Okay, there we go. Why is everybody asking me if I'm a virgin? I don't want to. That's a strange question to ask because there's a lot of young people in the audience. Don't need to pollute minds like that. So I'm not answering that. How old was I when I started animation? I was 9. Shout out to Juan Martin. Happy birthday, man. Okay, so the shot is firing. And now I need to get a lot more purple bricks for this. Oh god, I don't think I have enough. So excuse me while I get some more. Let me just check the super chat because I think I saw a donation, but I wasn't able to actually read it. No. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fox, for the support. Your videos are dope. This song is also pretty cool. My favorite video I ever made was Batman's Building Brawl. That video, I think, is one of my favorites. But I think Tobey Maguire versus Andrew Garfield is a close second because I really love animating Spider-Man. That's why I make so many Spider-Man videos, is because how fun he actually is of a character to like animate. So much jumping around, so much kinetic energy. It's just fun. Like, I've never had a bad time animating him. How many Legos do I have? I don't know. A lot. This is like, I have such a huge collection because a lot of this comes from when I was a kid. And at this point I only buy anything if I don't have it already. So like the Vulture, I have to buy this obviously. Do I watch other stop motions to get ideas? I don't watch other stop motion to get ideas, but I do watch other stop motion just because I just like watching them. I think stop motion is an art, you know? It's great. And it's something I love doing. I especially love watching, again, like Leica movies. Like, you know, Coraline. Paranorman is one of my favorite movies. Kubo and the Two Strings is incredible. Those are masterclasses in animation. And I hope more people watch those movies because I'm so worried that Leica's gonna go out of business because they don't make any money on their movies and it sucks. Ah, my lord. Why don't they make any money? Their movies are incredible. If you haven't seen Kubo and the Two Strings, buy it on Blu-ray right now, please. BBC Clips. Alright, I'm heading out. Hey, thanks for watching, man. Hope you have a nice day doing whatever you're gonna do next. It's a Saturday, fellas. And I'm only gonna be keeping up the stream for about an hour, maybe. Because, you know, it's Saturday morning. Don't want to be keeping you all too much. It's Saturday. We gotta do something fun. Hang out with your friends. Go down to go to downtown. This video is still gonna be made. How many minifigs do you have? A lot. I mean, I can show my whole minifig collection right now if you want. But I gotta finish. After I finish a shot, I might as well show you my entire minifig collection. Because there's a lot. And I feel like I should show that at some point. Ah, the beam is still not long enough. Can I have a shout out? 2,000 bricks. Get a shout out. How long did it take for you to make Batman's Building Brawl? It took 4 months. It took 4 months of strong, crazy work. And funnily enough, I actually did break up. Me and my girlfriend actually had a breakup for a bit there. In the middle while I was making that. And there's actually one shot in particular where it's a shot where he's beating up a bunch of people and he grappling hooks a guy's arm. And it ties around, he whips the guy. And then he throws a bomb at a bunch of dudes. In that shot, when I started that shot, I was with my girlfriend. When I ended that shot, we broke up. Because it took 10 days to do that shot total. It was crazy. But we have gotten back together since then, and we have solved our problems, and we're happier than ever. So let's see if I can make this any longer. Here we go. This is what I needed. This might look a little weird though. Why won't the shotguns stay connected to each other? Yeah, I have watched Toy Story. I've watched all of them. They're my favorite movies ever. They're great. I've watched. It's kind of like my mom and sister and I have a tradition where we watch every new Toy Story movie together, so it's cool. Who's my favorite Lego animator? James K. Wood. He's in my boxes on my channel. So if you guys have a chance, definitely go check him out. Make Last of Us. I have never played The Last of Us. I don't have a PS3 or a PS4. I grew up being a Nintendo kid, so I never really got those experiences. I like Kingdom Hearts though. I played Kingdom Hearts. I know how crazy it is and how goofy it is and ultimately how hard it is to take seriously, but I still like it. Can I give you tips for Lego animation? I do have videos that give advice, but I can't really give you directly tips because I have a lot of people asking. Would I make a stop motion about the Spider-Man 4 fan film? If I like it. But I feel like I'd also have to ask the people making that because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just dunking on them. Okay. And this has to raise up a bit. Do I have a Switch? Yes, I do. Why don't I make tutorials? I made a bunch of tutorials. I made a how to fly tutorial recently. I made a how to make a custom minifigure tutorial. I made so many tutorials. I made animation tips. I think that I have a whole tutorial playlist, my guy. On top of that, I wonder if these streams can double as tutorials too, because I guess I'm technically showing you all what's going on, what's going down. I like how this kind of looks flaccid. It's kind of funny. No! Why? Come on, stay up. Stay with me. There we go. Who's my favorite hero? Spider-Man or Superman, one of those two. What I like so much about Superman is that he's a bro. I'm reading this one comic right now called Superman Smashes the Klan. It's pretty cool. And I love how optimistic his stories are. Like, because he's Superman, you always kind of get a sense that things will be okay. And I think there's not enough of that. I feel like like when you're growing up, you kind of want there to be that edginess. But like when you actually like get older and you see kind of like just how messed up everything is, like you need that optimism to stay sane. So so that's why I like Superman so much. Okay. Do I use Bricklink? Yes, I do Bricklink. I that's how I get a lot of the Legos I use. Bricklink is a very useful tool for me. I recommend everybody, if you're able to use it. And now the thing is, just shooting this isn't enough. I have to also mask out all the blocks the vulture is standing on. There's so many little movements in this shot. It's crazy. Again, this is probably the most complex shot in the entire in the entire Spider-Man Homecoming video, which is coming on Monday. So mark your calendars, fellas. It'll be very fun. I swear to God, if this vulture figure falls on me one more time, I will blow up on stream. I feel like you can kind of see my hair like also falling out. Who's my favorite music artist? Tyler the Creator, I think, maybe. I really love Igor. Like, I don't know, man. I listened to that album so many times. I play it on stream if I wouldn't get copyrighted striked. If the YouTube ninjas weren't on it. I want to do a video like Old Town Road to one of the songs on that album. Like where it's like a heist, but it's set to I Think by Tyler the Creator. And it's like police cars are blaring and everything. I want to do that. I have this idea for a month. For like a special month in March. It's gonna be called Music March, where the entire month is gonna be videos of that are like Old Town Road, where it's a song and it's like an action video, and everything in that video is set to the beat of the song. But that would probably stray away from the usual content. But I feel like that would be really cool. I don't like the song that much, actually. Now I think about it. Let me just change it. I was listening to a song. I don't even know what the song was called, but it's on my, it's in the description. I have the stream playlist going on right now. Okay, the shot is almost over. Almost at the end. My lord. How can I make characters fly on your iPad? I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I never used an iPad or any type of iOS device. Okay, so that's the shot right there. He jumps up. Pew, pew. I don't like how there's light flicker, but I can thankfully remedy that. Now all I need to do is get one blank frame, so that way I can make sure there's no shenanigans when it comes to masking, so it doesn't look weird. And that's it. That's the whole shot right there. Have I seen Jaws? I've never seen Jaws, actually, now that I think about it. And then what's next is the shot of the ship just kind of breaking in half. Maybe I can get like a higher shot. I have like a funny idea for this one. Oh, I can't use my tripod. Or maybe I can, but I have to detach it from my microphone. What advice do you have for people who don't have masking? There's no way. There are so many different ways you can do masking. And I know there are definitely ways you can do it on iPad. But I just don't know how exactly because I don't use an iPad. But there are definitely ways, and I think you should, if you can't use masking, maybe just use clear bricks if that's the case, like a very transparent ones. They're much harder to see. But my favorite MCU movie, I like just watching Infinity War is fun. So I like Infinity War, but I also like Far From Home a lot. I don't know why so many people hate the Tom Holland movies. I really don't understand like the whole issue with them. You know, just because Uncle Ben's not mentioned enough or something. I don't know, man. One guy makes a video essay and suddenly everybody turns on it. I thought we all liked the Spider-Man, and all of a sudden we don't. Okay, so next I just need a shot of this ship breaking in half. Maybe let's put Spider-Man on it. Can't even see him anyways. Pizza Time Production, do this thing where you look at your fans' animations. Sure, I can. I'm not sure if I can do that today because I have a lot of work to do still today, and I don't know if I can spend a lot of time, not working. But in the future, you know, maybe after this video comes out, I'll do another live stream. So that could be more like a chill live stream instead of a work live stream, where we can all just hang out and I will look at your videos and give tips and whatnot. But it can't happen today, sadly, because I just got too much work. Okay. Can I please do a Let's Play of Pokemon Sword and Shield? Not sure if I want to do a Let's Play of a whole Pokemon game, because that's a commitment right there. That's an RPG, you know? If I were ever to do a Let's Play, it'd probably be something like really short, like Luigi's Mansion or something. Ironically enough, Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out soon, so maybe I can do that. Maybe I can live stream that, but I'm also doing something already on Halloween, so I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so the ship breaks apart in half. Right now I'm standing up because it's a huge set. Who is Vex? Why is he trying to kidnap you? What is going on? Okay. Ship is in half. I just gotta move this a little more. Will you ever do a Lego Star Wars? You know what's sad, fellas? You might not like me for this, but I'm not that big of a fan of Star Wars. I mean, I've seen all the movies, but I never really felt too attached to it, because I think the first time I watched a Star Wars movie, I was in high school, and that's when The Force Awakens came out, and that's when I actually watched all the movies. But I never really grew up with them, so I don't really have much of an attachment to them. What program do I use? This is Digicam Control, and I use this to take photos. This is not a stop motion program. This is a program that was built mostly just to attach your DSLR and be able to take cameras or be able to take photos from your computer. But I use it for stop motion because it has onion skinning for some reason. I don't know why, but it's very useful if you're a stop motion anyway. Though it's not meant for stop motion. And then I use Adobe Premiere Pro and After Effects to put everything together. Can you make a swear-free video? There are a few swear-free videos on my channel. But even then... I love how it just splits in half. And then I want to give it some bounce, so I'm going to make it go in the opposite direction. Okay. Andrew Garfield did nothing. He did not ruin the Spider-Man movies. It was the studio. I want that series to be about how the working class shouldn't blame each other for things that our bosses do to us. And that is not, you know, we shouldn't blame each other because we're all in the same boat. Ironically enough, I'm animating a boat right now. Okay, as you can see, the shape just splits in half, and just kind of a bounce there. I like. I like the Spider-Man movies because they're fun to watch, and I know like like there can be really good storytelling in Spider-Man stories. Like look at Spider-Man PS4 for example. I think especially the ending of that, the drama is so real, and the relationships makes everything so much better. But I don't know if Spider-Man is actually a character that's really. I don't think superheroes in general. They're stories like this need installments, and they can't really work well in very short movies that are only 2 hours long. Now, of course, this isn't always true. Look at the Dark Knight trilogy, and of course, there are really good. Like again, superhero movies are good, and they can be good, but they're never going to be able to capture the full essence of a character in only 2 hours because of how much there is to them most of the time. Which is why things like the MCU exist to sort of remedy that, because they don't have to just, lock it down to one movie. They have a whole sprawling series. But I also think but that's why I think we should get like MCU TV shows, I think that would be so much better suited for like the Disney Plus or whatever. If they just did it in a TV show, I think everybody would be happy if they did that. I'd much rather have a TV show over movies. Do you have advice for people who have 10 frames per second? This might sound a little rude, but maybe up that up a bit. Though I think maybe 10 frames per second can work. I just never tried it. I think 12 frames per second is probably the lowest you should ever go. Alright, we're going to do Ghostbusters in the next minutes. Which one? I don't think I've ever actually seen Ghostbusters. Do I like Transformers? I think I've seen the first 3 Transformers movies. I'm not gonna make Tom Holland fight the other 2 Spider-Man. They gotta join each other. They must unite. This sounds so much like communism propaganda, but I swear to God, it's not. It's not their fault. They didn't do anything to deserve this.
No. Oh no!
Okay, so I gotta make him say "oh no," and then he's gonna spin a bunch of webs. Can you make Batman and Spider-Man fight? Interesting. I actually wanted to make a death battle, like a fake death battle between Spider-Man and Genji, but then Blizzard had to go and do that thing. Okay. Make Tom Holland kiss Andrew Garfield? Huh. Now I feel like that could be funny, but I feel like some people can be outraged at that. I don't know. Okay. This is gonna be really hard to do without making the shit move too much. I don't know what Corridor Crew is, sadly. Godzilla Loserfish. You have been noticed. What time is it in your city? It's 1 p.m. right now. Or technically it's 12:58 p.m. But it's right about to be 1 p.m. Ah! I should have really tied this down. Again, this is probably the hardest scene. I was genuinely worried about doing this scene because of how much trouble I knew it would give me. There's the Vulture, there's the ship, there's Iron Man 2 I have to put into this later. It's really hard. Ah. Will you answer me, Devin Animations? Again, if I can't listen, like your comments are coming through, but I'm also keeping my eye on my second monitor for my animation because I got to make sure everything's going right. I don't live in the United States. I live in Canada. Can you see me? Big Brain Productions and their superhero friends. I can see you, my guy. I was planning on making a Doctor Strange Halloween special, but right now it's gonna be a little weird to fit into the schedule because I have the next few videos already lined up and planned. I've never been in Ohio in my life. Oh, and then he's like, oh no. He says, oh no, and then I have to animate that. He has a stud shooter between your eyes. That's actually pretty funny. Those stud shooters are hurt. They hurt. Oh man, I never actually shot anybody with one, but man, wouldn't that be funny? What am I gonna be for Halloween? I actually don't know. I was planning to go as a vampire. Last year I went as like a ghost, like with a sheet over my head. I went to a Halloween party, and my girlfriend also went as a ghost with a sheet over her head, and we just thought it'd be funny because it's like a very cheap costume, and then we realized why people don't actually do that anymore because it's so uncomfortable and it gets so hot to have that. Like it's not. Don't go as a ghost. Don't go as a sheet over your head. Not even for the lulz. Alright, as you can see, earlier you just saw my desktop background, and that is because I had to exit out the program. I have never actually set up my Lego, which is I guess kind of funny. You think I would have right now, but I have never actually done that. Alright. And now I just need to make him bounce back one more time, so that way you can get the no part of the. Ugh. I hate how much this cruise is sliding around. Ah. I think after. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end the stream when I have Iron Man come back and put the ship back together. That's when I'm gonna end the stream. So that's the shot after this one, I think. What the heck is playing right now on the SoundCloud? I think it automatically went to the radio, and that's worrying because I don't know what SoundCloud authors are using. What if they have copyrighted material? Who knows, right? Very scary stuff. I want to make a video to this song because I like the song a lot. Oh, come on, brothers. Blah. Here we go. How do you hear sound effects in my videos? I usually get sound effects from YouTube or other websites, and then I just add them in Adobe Premiere Pro. Alright, fellas, I see some fighting going on in the chat. Please do not fight in the chat, or else, I don't know, I don't really have anything to threaten you with, but just don't do it! It's Saturday. You got better things to do than fight with people in the chat. Like, I don't know what else, but like, just... Maybe I shouldn't indulge it. I'm so new to this whole streaming thing. Okay, he says, "Oh no," like that. You guys see that? You guys see it? You see? Oh no. It there's two motions for it. Yes, some guy who said take a Snicker. Knife somebody, take a Snicker. That's hilarious. You're not you when you're hungry. Gen Z humor is something else. I bumped that so hard, I don't even know if I can even get it back to the way I had it before. Okay. What do I use for lighting? I use 2 desk lamps. Would I make Lego my own? This cruise ship is an MOC. It's my own creation. So it's gonna look really awkward in the animation when like the cruise just stops whenever Spider-Man stops, but whatever. and then he spins the web. Oh yeah, the song is so good. What is my most used Lego figure? That's a good question because I would say it's Spider-Man, but I also use a lot of different Spider-Man, so. So one thing I really like doing, for those of you listening to the music, this song is so good because I love going out for like a walk on the morning when like the sky is really blue, and just listening to this because it's pretty peaceful and like seeing all the trees and whatnot. Like nature's cool. Gosh, we gotta save the trees. Man, I miss summer. Summer is such a nice time of year. Trees are out, sun's out, sky's out, everything's nice. We're about to go back into winter. I don't like winter at all. I was born in the winter. My birthday's in January, and I'm not. I just hate the winter. It's not fun. Okay, so we just gotta come on, attach to something. Yeah, it's the boat scene. This is probably the most challenging scene I've had to animate for one of these videos. Such a weird scene to translate. Okay, maybe let's move his arm back way more. Oh. Let's see how that looks so far. Okay, boom. Okay, I can make this work. Sorry about that. Sometimes my throat just needs to be cleared. Otherwise, it's hard to talk. Maybe I just want an excuse to do a loud noise. You will never know. Do you think easing in and out is bad? No, I ease in and out all the time. I just call it something else. I just call it momentum because easing in and out essentially is momentum. Oh no. Should I have him? Actually, yeah, I should probably. Which came first, the spider or the man? Well, technically he was a teenager when he became Spider-Man, so. What set did you get the blue for? It's a base plate. You can just buy them, like, by themselves. They don't really come in a set, I don't think. Oh. So maybe I should, it'd be funny if I can just make, you know what I'm actually gonna do? This isn't a part of the script. Originally in the script, he's just not able to pull the ship back together. But I think I'm gonna make him pull the ship back together, and I'm just gonna make it fall apart again. And then he pulls it back. But I need to sort of make that more clear, so I have to add a few more frames. My lord, this is a very strange I never had to do something this crazy before. Make some merch? I want to make merch. But the thing is, wouldn't like Lego and like Spider-Man or like Marvel, like wouldn't they all sue the heck out of me because I'm like selling their property or like selling their intellectual property for profit? Like I feel like Disney wouldn't like that. I feel like they'd assassinate me like as soon as they can. You know, Mickey Mouse. He'd come to my house and say, "What are you doing? Selling my merch, my characters. You're cruising for a prison, mister." And then he'd just kill me. He just assassinate me like on the spot. Make him say something really cringy? What is something really cringy? And then he just pulls the shit back together. Kind of looks weird, but I can make this work. Okay, so why do people hate Fortnite so much? Like, I played Fortnite when I was in high school because it was getting really popular then. Like when Drake was playing it. But now all of a sudden people just don't like it. Okay, so he pulls it together. And then the ship comes back together. As you can see, the ship is much emptier than it is in the movie. I use a Nikon D90 right now. I used to use for a couple videos last month. I used Canon Rebel T2i, but it actually broke in the middle of shooting Andrew Garfield vs. Tobey Maguire, so I can't really use that anymore. Do I like Portal games? I played both of them, yeah. They're really good. I really loved the music in Portal 2 especially. When you're fighting Wheatley at the end, oh my lord. Like, I think music, if a video game has good music, it automatically has my heart. Like, I automatically love it. I kind of wish Spider-Man PS4's music was better. It just feels very, kind of feels kind of generic, but I do really like the song that plays when he first gets the advanced suit. I think that's one of my favorite tunes in the game. Okay, so we're just gonna attach this. How can I make my camera movement smooth? So, I actually explained this in the video how I remade that Spider-Man PS4 scene in Lego. I explained how to like do like smooth camera movements, and ultimately you just kind of want to animate the camera like it's a character. Okay, now we're just gonna. I like how you can still see the crack in it, you know, in the ship, so it doesn't look like it's completely fixed. And then I'm going to just reuse that same shot I had earlier of the ship breaking apart. You know, this one. And then I'm just going to... So he brings it back together. And honestly, this is such a long scene already that I might just have to split it up into 2 parts. So I might have to... I usually, whenever I shoot a scene, I shoot the entire scene and then I edit it all together. But given how long this one's turning out to be, I might have to edit this first and then do the next half after. Okay, the ship is now back together. Alright, you know what actually? What I'm gonna do is I think I should actually just I should edit this shot now. Instead of keep going with it, because there's already like at least 100 frames in this shot, in this scene alone, and that's gonna make it really hard to like render together. Okay. Boom. Okay, he puts it back together. All right. Actually, I want to do something special real quick before I get into editing. I know some of you. I don't know if the guy is still in the chat, but one of you actually asked me about my minifigure collection, so I'm just gonna show that to you guys right now. Just gonna put on the ed cam. And they're all right here. Ugh. Let's see if I can.
I can't move the webcam anymore like this, so we're just gonna have to figure out a way to do this. But I have like pretty much most of the Marvel characters. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Kind of. You can kind of see them. You can kind of see them, but you know I like I have like Doctor Strange. I think that's one of my favorite figures. Mysterio as well. You can kind of, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take the base plate they're all on and move it towards you guys. Or maybe this might not work. Maybe this might end in disaster. Who knows? I might drop everything. Actually, I think that's probably gonna happen. But you can see Iron Man. You can see Thanos. You can see the Rhino. Thanos is right there. Groot. One of my favorites, Mr. Krabs. You got Patrick. I don't have SpongeBob actually, ironically enough, but I do have the Doctor. I have the Fish Doctor, man. That's pretty cool. But they're all here. I wish I could show them a little bit better, but maybe in the future. I just realized how I can't really change up my setup too much while I'm in the middle of streaming, but maybe sometime in the future I can actually make a video sort of detailing them. Where did you get the quote, "I'm back and better than ever"? This is a funny story. Alright, you know what, actually, I think I'm gonna do something crazy. We're gonna watch a video that I made in high school. For my Catholic school. And keep in mind, while you watch this video premiered in front of my entire school on a Friday morning. So we're gonna let me just boot that up real quick. If I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Oh my god, don't tell me I hyped it all up only to not actually have it anymore. My computer is running pretty slow right now. I am just looking for it real quick. See if I can find it. Actually, okay, so I'm gonna tell you the story. So when I was in high school, I was a part of the media arts class, and essentially what we would do is we'd spend the entire week making videos, like, you know, live action videos, and the only thing, like, we could do pretty much whatever we want as long as it like had like a school message. It had to be approved by the school or whatever. So one day for Easter, me and the group that we that made videos, we made an Easter video that detailed what happened. You know, like what was why Easter was celebrated and stuff, and like, you know, what happened with the story of the 3-day miracle. You know, just stuff like that. Okay, and our teacher was like, "You guys got to make a video about that," and we were like, "Okay, let's do that." So here it should be coming up in a bit. If I can find it. No way. Why can't I find it? I am freaking out right now. There's no way. What the heck? Okay. Why can't I seem to find this video. This is very, very interesting. Uh-oh. I cannot believe. I feel like I've let you guys down so many times in the course of this one stream alone by... Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay. Okay. Fellas, you're not ready for this. So we're gonna do it on Twitter. And I'm just gonna pull it up for you guys. Put on live streaming mode. Overlay. Okay. So here it is. Seminar Hall, 448,000 years after the war. The quality is horrible. Wow.
Alright, everybody. We need videos for Easter, for Bird's Eye. What are your ideas?
Okay, Easter. Isn't Easter about...
Oh man. It's a bit much.
No, it has to be about Jesus.
Jesus? You mean Jay-Z?
No, you fool.
That's me in high
is
school.
about Jesus, somebody that everybody loved, including his 12 disciples. Except the people who didn't love him were the Roman Empire and their soldiers. One day, Judas decided to betray Jesus and sold him to the Roman empires. The Roman Empire people killed Jesus, they crucified him, and then he died. 3 days later, the Roman Empire came back and checked on Jesus' tomb, but when they saw that he wasn't there, they were like, what the heck? They were well shook. But it turns out, Jesus was back and better than ever.
There it
He
is.
went back to his 12 disciples and was like, I'm alive, y'all, because I love God. And they were like, yay! And then he ascended to heaven. And that's the story of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
And yeah, that's the video we made for our Catholic school. Premiered in front of the entire school. I got in trouble for that because they did not like me saying Jesus was back and better than ever in such a matter-of-fact way. But he was back and better than ever, I guess. I mean, like... But that is where the line comes from. That is where the line back and better than ever comes from. It comes from that very, very obscure piece of my past. I had a lot of fun in that class. There was some, it was a very fun time. That was my senior year. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, why did I sound so depressed back then? I was in high school. Who wasn't depressed in high school, man? That sucked. God, high school was, I mean, if you're not in high school yet, you can have fun. It really depends on how you I guess how you carry yourself. So for example, in like grade 9, 10, 11, so I was bullied a lot in elementary school. And in grade 9, 10, 11, I assumed the worst of people. I thought everybody was out to get me. I thought they were going to be like, they're going to be mean, blah, 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 blah. And because of that, I was mean to them first. I was like harsher as a person. And people didn't really want to be my friend. So I was kind of like on a lonelier side. I had a couple of friends, right? But it wasn't like, I wasn't like popular by any means. I had like 2 or 3 close friends that we would hang out all the time. But because I thought so negatively of people and I thought they were out to get me, obviously that didn't make people want to be around me until sometime in grade 11 and grade 12. I stopped thinking the worst of people. I stopped thinking, I should like be nicer. I should treat people as if they want to be friends. And, they actually, you can catch more flies with honey than vinegar, I guess, is what I found out. But in high school, grade 9, 10, 11, it wasn't all that fun. But grade 12 was a lot more fun because I stopped being so negative. And everybody was like, yo, what's up, Ed? I like your headphones. And I was like, thanks, I like them too. That's why I bought them. And then people laughed. And then why do my Legos look flat or shorter than usual in my animations? It's because I started formatting the pictures differently. There's a couple of things people... Will I copyright it? Will I copyright it? I don't know what to copyright. Am I still a Christian? That's a very odd question to answer. I feel like I should keep that ambiguous. Mostly because I guess like when talking about religion or politics, it's very awkward subject. It's very touchy, so I don't really want to offend anybody. And now we're just gonna do a lot of masking, fellas. Get ready, because this is the fun part. How many voices can I do? It really depends what the character calls for, I guess. I really wish I could do a Danny DeVito voice. Like, I'm the trash man. But that's about as close as I can get it. But I think with practice, you can eventually do anything you want. Brace yourself, fellas. Can you give us more tips to help our animation? I honestly don't know any other tips. To be honest, everything I said in that video, those were purely for animation. Again, you need to understand momentum, physics, how things bounce, and how nothing has a hard stop. There's always a bit of like a force that has to disperse between a moving object. And you animate that by adding a bit of a shake at the end of each movement, and that's what I usually do. Are you gonna do a Halloween video? Possibly, but not on Halloween itself, unless I whip something up in like 2 seconds. But then I don't think anybody really want that. When did I get my 2002 Spider-Man figure? I got that in 2009. I want to say when I got that in 2009. when I ordered off eBay. I was like 10 years old. Okay. So let's grab some of these frames, fellas. Where's my toolbar? Why is my toolbar not here? Tool presets. That's not what I wanted. Go away. Away with you. Where's my toolbar? Tools. I need my tools. Where are they? What the heck? I can't find them. Stream's over if I can't find the tools. This is very confusing. Do you guys know where the tools are? I feel like this is an episode of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse where I have to ask you guys where the tools are. Can you see the tools? That did not sound like Mickey Mouse at all. Where's the music? Ah, yes, I forgot the music. Let's put it back on. Ugh. My computer is chugging. I need to upgrade, man. I need to upgrade this because it's been chugging a lot. What is my favorite holiday? Honestly, probably Halloween. It's just a fun time. Everybody gets dressed up. Free candy is had. Spooks are had. Sometimes there's like parties. All right, workspace is it under workspace? Where is it? Come on, man. You gotta. This is not good. Tools. There they are. Hey, forget about it. Hey, haha. All right. So we gotta take this. All right, this is gonna be So if you've seen the How to Make Things Fly video, then you know what's about to happen. It's gonna be a lot of masking. This time I'm using Photoshop because it's a program I'm more used to, compared to a program like GIMP, which I didn't really understand all that much. And honestly, I should probably exit out Premiere Pro because I should not have it open. You know what you're going to be for Halloween? I'm probably going to be a vampire, to be honest. And this is going to come out on Monday, for anybody wondering. All my videos, whatever you see me working on, very much going to be coming out on the Monday. Why not use a poly lasso tool? I think that takes too long, and it can be kind of inaccurate. And on top of that, the poly lasso tool, there's like, to make it feather the edges, like, I have to like do some whole song and dance or whatever. Whereas if I just use the eraser tool, as you can see, the hardness is already like on like, it's only on like, it's like on 0. So like it automatically smooths out the edges and makes things look more natural. How old am I? I'm 20 years old. I was born 20 years ago. 21 years ago in January. And I've done everything. I have been to high school, I've been to college, I've had jobs, and now here I am. I guess, you know, life is one big, I like to think of it like, okay, you guys are asking me if I watch anime, and, you know, it's like, you know how there's arcs in anime? Like, there's like a bunch of episodes dedicated to one storyline? It's like that. Life is like that. There's always arcs. Alright, let me save this, please. JPEG? Yes, I do want to replace it. Thank you very much. Doing a how do I survive? I survive off of Patreon and off of the ad revenue as well. Thankfully, I don't live alone, so I don't have to like, you know, pay a lot of bills. But right now, a lot of the money I make sort of goes back into making videos so, to make them even better. As investments, as well as, you know, just savings for when I eventually move out, because I want to move out soon, to be honest. I don't actually live in Toronto. I live in a city like just like south of Toronto, and kind of sucks. There's nothing to do here. It's like a suburban city. It's like all there is like houses. That's pretty much it. It's not fun. I want to live in Toronto, but Toronto's expensive, man. Like, some of the houses there are like millions and millions of dollars. Oh, you made a preset lasso tool? To feather? Interesting. Maybe I should do that. But at the same time, I've been using Eraser for so long and I've had no problems with it. Once again, we just erase. And yeah, this is... Now, I like to think of masking as doing the dishes. It's the same motion over and over again. It can be kind of tedious, and sometimes you might even get wet. But it can be kind of relaxing. You know, if you're just kind of listening to music while doing it, there's not a lot... Because, like, there's not a lot you don't have to be very present mentally. You kind of just zone out while doing it. And you can kind of just relax. Have you seen how bad the housing is in the UK? I have not. I don't live in the UK. I actually don't even think I've ever been outside of Canada, except the one time I went to Detroit for about 3 hours. I went to... Me and my sister, we had an errand to run in really close to the border of Canada and the US. So we were just like, hey, want to go to the US? I've never been there. And she was like, sure, let's go. And then we just went there for like 3 hours. The entire time I was like, oh boy, when I'm finally gonna get shot. I've never actually been shot before. I'm so excited. Alright, that was kind of mean. I'm sorry. There's still no music? Impossible. I'm listening to music right now. Maybe I should put it a little louder. Maybe I don't get noticed. JK Dude Studios. Can I see the homemade suit? Alright. You guys can get a sneak peek at the homemade suit right now. 1 second. Let me just find it. Do you like collecting Lego? Minifigure packs? I've actually never even heard of them, to be honest. These are pretty cool though. But I don't like playing the lottery, you know? I like knowing what I get. So maybe I wouldn't like that. Are you gonna do the whole MCU after Spider-Man? Nah, not yet. I'm probably gonna do some MCU movies like Iron Man. But I think I want to do like some Batman movies after. Okay, I clicked something on my computer and now everything is gone to heck. What's my favorite Lego minifigure in my collection? It's either Doctor Strange or Mysterio. Those are pretty cool. Ah, okay, whatever. So I can't show you the video. I can't show you guys the animation for the homemade suit. But I can show you at least a frame of it. How much do I spend on Lego? I try to, not a lot. Definitely, maybe like as a whole, maybe like somewhere in like the hundreds. But ultimately, that's an investment, and I put it back. You know, I put it back into the videos. So. One second, fellas. Okay. Iron Man dies in Endgame? Why would you spoil that for me? I will be doing the Avengers movies. Make Joker next month. I can't. I don't know if I can do Joker. Joker is such a gloomy, dark, like serious movie. I have no idea how I'd make any jokes about that. And if I just do like a play-by-play of that movie, I feel like I'd be doing it a disservice. What are my favorite videos? Tobey Maguire versus Andrew Garfield or Batman's Bullying Brawl. Those two are very fun to watch, I think. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 more because I really like the emotional beats of that movie. And I think I did not like that movie the first time I watched it, but after watching it like a billion times, it gets better and better with each watch. There's so many like come on. There's so much to just kind of like analyze. I really love how that movie tells a story. And my voice is cracked. Wow, I'm 20. That shouldn't be happening. How did the A joke come from? So whenever I watch when I watched the Amazing Spider-Man movies, I thought that Andrew Garfield's New York accent was just way too heavy, and he sounded like a very like he sounded like a greaser. Yo, what's up, Action Brick? How's it going, my man? Okay, here's the homemade suit I made, right there, as you can see. And I did a little joke. As you can see, the spider emblem looks very poorly put on because it is, but it's also the homemade suit, so I think that made sense. And you can kind of see it just sort of peel off, and it reveals that it's actually just the Flash. It's like a little joke, and I think that was a fun little joke I made. He's like, I'm here to stop you, and then pew. All right, let's go back to the washing our dishes, aka masking. I watched Transformers, yes. They're fun to watch, though I think when the action's going on, yeah, it can be fun to watch, but I also think they can be kind of empty. Though there's enjoyment to be had. Well, yeah, it looks like a poorly made Halloween costume because it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be crappy. Is that a swear word? Like that was crap was like the first swear word I used when I was like in grade 3. And I was like, it doesn't really count. It's like almost PG, you know? Someone's rated G. Like I heard them say it on the Family Channel where I was growing up. So it couldn't be that bad. Okay. Wait a second, this doesn't look right. There we go. Do my Tom Holland voice. I can't right now because I've been talking now for like 2.5 hours. And my voice is kind of getting a little dry. What is the worst movie I've ever seen? I think I can't even remember. Any bad movie I see, I immediately just block it out of my memory because it's unpleasant. He's jumping. Oh wow, I got a lot done. Oh, I didn't even realize I got the entire motion on. All right, let's take the blank frame. And to avoid the light flicker, what we're gonna do is Tom Holland versus Toby and Andrew. They're not gonna fight each other. They gotta join up to defeat the corporations. All right, this is a lot more of a heavy duty kind of scene. What am I doing? What? That is not what I wanted. What? Where's the blank frame I took? Who's my favorite Spider-Man? Josh Keaton, the Spectacular Spider-Man. Where's Iron Man? Iron Man, that's after this shot. He's gonna come in and he's gonna repair the boat. But where is that blank frame I took? Here it is. Did I not put the entire discography in here? Oh yeah, I saw I appeared in the Just Too Good video. That was pretty cool to see. My computer is chugging a lot. I honestly worry that my computer might be dying pretty soon. It's pretty old. I think I built it in like 2012. So, although I upgraded some parts like a year or two ago, I think it's time. Bye, Mr. Fox. Thank you so much for watching, man. Being a consistent commenter too. What's my favorite Iron Man film? I liked Iron Man 1 a lot, of course, and I think Iron Man 3 gets too much hate. I love Iron Man 3. I love how much how it strips away so much of the character, but ultimately it tells you that, it's not the suit that makes the man, it's the man that makes the suit. What a cliche thing to say, but it's true, right? In that movie. You're welcome for your 40k subs. If you're the 40,000th subscriber, that's pretty cool, man. Thank you. And once again, thank you all for 40,000 again. You know what I'm gonna do? The shadow is gonna be too inconsistent, so I'm just gonna erase the shadow for every frame. And obviously erase this. And smooth it all out, and bada bing, bada boom, he looks like he's flying. Wow. It's a little out of focus, huh? Oh well. Too busy fighting the Vulture minifigure, I guess. My favorite Spider-Man villain? Dr. Octopus. Because Dr. Octopus is... I love the design. And just the fighting style. It's very interesting, I think. Honestly, are you reading my comments, ED Productions? I'm trying to read as many comments as I can. There's a lot. One thing I don't understand, honestly, is the Green Goblin. Like, does anybody really understand what the Green Goblin is? I never understood him. Is he like a crazy guy? Is he like actually like an insane, is he like a businessman? Is he like Lex Luthor, you know? Green Goblin is a villain I never really understood why he was like his arch nemesis. I know he killed Gwen Stacy, but I mean, like, there has to be more to his character than that. Masking can be really frustrating. Like Knife Sweaty said, yeah, earlier I said it's like doing dishes. It's like, it's kind of like a mindless activity, honestly. I think actually shooting a character flying is more taxing than actually just masking it out at the frames. Bruh. Bye, Edbound? Why is everybody saying bye? Oh, it's just one guy saying bye. Later, Godzilla Loserfish. Later, anything else, YouTube man? Thank you for watching. And can you do it? IT? As in, the movie with the clown man? I wanted to, but it's also a very long movie with a lot of plot points. Okay, I have to get rid of this orange bit here because it's very noticeable. So let's just... concentrate. Okay. I was laser focused for longer than I've ever been in my life just now. But we did it. Okay. It's kind of a big gap now. What's not my favorite video? Spider-Man 2 in 100 seconds. I'm a little disappointed in, to be honest, because I didn't do the train scene. I honestly, like, I've had thoughts of just remaking the train scene itself and uploading it as like some kind of huge thing. But I think that's probably one of my biggest disappointments in my videos. I still don't think Spider-Man 2 in 100 seconds just... I think that movie, it was really hard to write for because it's such a solid, like... It just holds up too well. It's too hard to make fun of. There's not a lot of clever things you can say about it because it's just a good movie. Like, a really good movie. And that's why I don't want to do Joker either, because it's just a good movie. Like, it's, And because of how, like, serious it is, like, how can I make fun of it? You know? It's also really dark. I can call him the Clown Man. Maybe that can be funny. Yeah, the Clown Man is killing us all. Run. But, I mean, like, how far can I really take that? I do not want to do Far From Home again. I think that is fine already. Maybe I might do it in the far future, but honestly, I don't see myself going back to it anytime soon. Would you let one of your subscribers voice act in a video? So I don't typically have people in my... I don't typically have voice actors in my videos unless they can come over to my house. Like, straight up. Because I like having, like... I use, like, the recording setup I use, I want it to remain consistent throughout the entire video. Because there's nothing that bothers me more when I'm watching a video. I hear a guy talk, right? And then another character says something, and there's like a fan going on or something different, right? Just the slightest inconsistency, it just takes me out of it. And I worry that unless people can voice act with my setup, then that's gonna happen. Also, on top of that, a lot of times my videos change a lot from script to actual voicing. Like, sometimes I literally change a line, like, probably an hour before it goes up. And then, you know, like, how, like, if it's a line that I had somebody voice act, how am I gonna get them, like, you know, like, yo, come here, I need you real quick for this, otherwise it all falls apart or whatever, or this is so much funnier. Because a lot of things are improvised in my videos. Like, I have a script, but there are a lot of times where, like, I stray from it, or I do something completely different. And there's a lot of, like, on-the-fly kind of stuff. Which is why I don't really have a lot of voice actors in my videos. Is a lot of it has to do with timing, availability, and just how fast-paced my work schedule is. Okay, I think I can just start. I can just start doing the straight line. Ah, and just bring some of it back. All right. I really love the Amazing Spider-Man 2. The one I made. I also like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 movie. I know why people don't like it. It has a ton of problems, but I like watching the action. Like honestly, that last fight between him and Green Goblin and Electro was like it's so fun to watch. Like just watching all like the web swinging and stuff. Like I think the Amazing Spider-Man movies have the best action out of all the live action Spider-Man movies. It's just fun to watch, you know. And a lot of the times, that's honestly why I make so many. That's why I make so many Spider-Man movie or videos, is because the character himself, it's so much fun to animate. He moves so uniquely, and there's something like really fun to like capturing that style. That's why I like Andrew versus Toby so much, because you know, like all the webs, all the jumping, all the stuff. And yeah, you know, like masking is just, it's just like, you know, it's kind of it's a lot, but it's just, I don't have to be very present for it. You know, there's not a lot can go wrong. It's just fun. Why did I do Spider-Man War on Drugs? Because I thought I had like, there was one night, there's a lot of nights where I can't sleep. And most of the time when I can't sleep, I just think of scenarios that I think would be funny for videos. And I think, how funny would it be if Spider-Man declared the war on drugs or something, because just the whole idea of there being a war on drugs is funny to me. But like, what if like Spider-Man decided to go upon himself to like fight against it any way he can, and then you bring in Richard Nixon, and a bunch of other political stuff, like fake politics, I guess, that you can just kind of make fun of. Have I ever tried green screen? Yes, I have when I was much younger, but I never found it to work well. And there is green screen in Spider-Man versus the Meat Beater. That skyline is actually that photo in the background when he's on top of the building fighting the Meat Beater is actually a photo I took my girlfriend's apartment because she lives in Toronto, and or she did at the time, and you know, I just like, it was a high place, it was like on a rooftop, and I was like, all right, let's just take pictures. I can use this for a background. But I don't really like using green screen. I don't like using green screen that much because it's very hard to like make it work properly consistently, and also I'm just not that good at it. Maybe I should get better at it, to be honest. But I find that like there are always ways to get around any problems you have. Remember, filmmaking is like, it's like a ton of problem solving, but no problem is too big. No obstacle is too large for you to overcome. Perseverance is the key. Why do I sound like Obama? When do you think I'm going to end the channel? I don't know. Probably never, if possible. Like, I mean, like, I don't want to be like a 45-year-old man doing this, but I want to keep it going for as long as possible. Who knows? Maybe I can use this as like a springboard to like make movies. I do want to make like actual like feature films. The thing is, I just don't want to be in the film industry. Film industry is so much bureaucracy and like red tape and politics and people. My God, that sounds so antisocial. It's not that I don't like people. It's just, I mean, I love people. People are great. But like, when there are too many cooks in the kitchen, I found that is when I've had the most issues working on projects. Like, I remember one time in film school, we were making this short film called Table for One. And I was the editor on it, right? But I was on set keeping notes, making sure that we had everything we needed. Like, you know. And we ended up with only about 3 different shots. And I'd have to switch between these 3 shots in the entire video. And I felt like I was like to the director and to the writer or the producer, I was like, I think we need way more shots than just 3 different shots to make this feel more entertaining. And they're all like, nah, it's been a long day, let's just go home, blah blah blah. I'm like, no, we need more shots, you freaking idiots. I didn't say that obviously, but I was very annoyed. And they're like, nah, let's just go home, blah blah blah. Anyways, we only got 3 shots, and God, the video was so boring to watch because of it. There's no change in it. It's just, I don't like it. It's not something I'm proud of. And that's just how I feel like the film industry just maybe it's one bad experience ruining everything for me, but film school felt a lot like people not wanting to do more work than they had to, but ultimately you kind of need to do the work because we want to make something that's fun to watch. My favorite game is not Earthbound, it's just one of my favorite games. My actual favorite game is Mother 3. Spider-Man PS4 is also one of my favorite games. Can I work for you? I don't know, man. I don't have money to pay a worker. On top of that, I don't want anybody to work for free because I feel like I'd be breaking some laws there. Who do I look like? Amazon? All right. That's a sick dunk on Amazon. Can you do any advice for me to get subscribers? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will talk about subscribers and gaining momentum in the YouTube algorithm. I think one of the only reasons I was able to actually come as far as I have is because I worked pretty much every day, like 10 hours a day, to make videos, like on a schedule. Uploading consistently is very important, but I also did this out of pure necessity that I felt like I had to make this work. Otherwise, I'd have to go back to Amazon. I did not want to do that. So there's like a drive. I went into like survival mode, and I was like, I just gotta work. I just gotta keep doing this, because the goal obviously was never to be like, like some huge man, some huge YouTuber. It was only just, the goal was always find a way to make a living off this because this is something I really enjoy doing. And this is something that will bring me happiness, just being able to do this. And obviously, what motivated me ultimately was the pain of working at Amazon or the pain of being in film school and just knowing that's not where I wanted my life to be. So I worked a ton, like a ton. I mean, like 12-hour days, like 12-hour, 10 hours, like just making videos for y'all. And it started picking up momentum, and I was really happy when that happened because I was like, yes. I mean, obviously I still work because I still love doing this. And a lot of it does come from just the fact that this is probably the most fun I've ever had in my life. And because I'm able to sort of get that much enjoyment out of it, I'm able to work a lot more, which means I'm able to make a lot more videos more consistently. And I think that consistency, I think being able to upload every Monday is one of the reasons why I was able to get 40,000 so quickly. But you also have to remember, I've been doing this for 11 years too. I feel like a lot of people kind of like, again, this is a quote from Dan Avidan, but when you look at an artist or someone you admire who's already kind of like, who's pretty like, who's gotten pretty far, you only really see the product of their hard work, but you don't really get to see their self-doubt. You don't get to see the struggle and the hard days, because there were some hard days. There were honestly some times where I thought, I don't know if I can do this, and I was worried about the future too. There's a lot of moments where I just didn't think I was good enough, or I didn't even think it was possible. But ultimately, every artist, everybody goes through that period of self-doubt and misery, and you don't see it in everybody because you only see the product of what they've become. But whatever struggles you're going through, no matter if the person has 1 billion subscribers or 1 subscriber, it's the same journey. It's the same journey, So all I have to say is just, if you wanna like, grow your channel. I bumped the microphone. Obviously dedicate yourself, work really hard, and be consistent. I feel like being consistent is one of the most important things. I've seen the unlucky people who make something really good, get like 1 billion views on it, right? They don't upload for months, even though they get like 1 billion subscribers. But if you don't upload for months, you are ultimately letting the people forget about you, and you can't do that. You have to consistently keep yourself in the public memory. And I know people have other obligations. People have school, people have work and stuff, so they can't always upload as often. Which is why, it's either, I feel like if you want to really get far, it's either you're all in or you're not in at all. It's pretty tough. What if I just died on stream? Wouldn't that be crazy? Anyways, I hope this has been some kind of motivational whatever. I know a lot of people want this to happen. And I think it's possible for anybody to do this. It all comes down to your dedication, I think. And of course, one of the easiest ways to be dedicated to your work is if you love your work. So make sure you're also enjoying what you're doing. Because if you don't, then how can you expect anybody else to enjoy what you're doing? How's life been? So life has been, I want to say in the last year, life has been pretty good. In fact, I think 2019 has been one of the best years of my life. Obviously the channel has been growing up. I feel like my relationships have been pretty good. And I'm no longer in a spot where I feel like I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to do something I hate. Now I'm waking up at 7 a.m. to do something I really like doing. I'm my own boss. You know, I only listen to myself. And things are great. Though, it's been a long time coming. But yeah, I'm alright, JK Dude Studios. you don't gotta worry. Just been chilling. Man. You know, something I want to do is, I want to play old Nintendo games growing up, that I played growing up. Like, I want to play Donkey Kong Country so badly on stream because I actually love those games. The Donkey Kong Country series on the SNES are some of my favorite games ever. Especially Donkey Kong Country 2. Oh my lord. Such a fun game. Be cool to just relax on stream and like be able to talk to y'all while I play it. Why did you make your stop motion? How did you make your puppet? Or why did I make my claymations? Or why did I stop my claymations? Because claymations take so long. And I think it's kind of difficult to, because you have to, when doing YouTube like this, you have to constantly be uploading to keep yourself, you know, relevant in the algorithm or whatever. So because of how long claymations take, I don't think it's possible to do claymations and also sort of make, as much as I hate saying, you know, you have to do some things for the views, sometimes like the only way you're able to do this, well, the only way I'm able to do this is because I get so many views. And if I didn't get that, I wouldn't be able to do this, unfortunately. It's just the sad reality we live in, is that sometimes you have to compromise things you really want to do in order to continue doing what you want to do, I guess. It's very confusing. But I ultimately stopped making claymations because of how long they took to make and how difficult they were to make. And I can't do them on a week-by-week basis. On top of that, the scale, like the puppets are really big. So I can't really make huge fun fight scenes like I can in Lego. Like the one, like I couldn't do Tobey Maguire versus Andrew Garfield in clay because of how big the puppets are. I just don't have the space or the resources. And also, I like Lego. I like doing Lego videos. Honestly, I kind of like doing them more than claymation because clay can get all over the place. It can be kind of dirty. And Legos are just, I don't know, there's something fun about them. I like how much freedom I feel when I do them. What's up, Addown? What's up, Sane Gaming? I think I'm out of motivational things to say, so I guess I'm just gonna go back to being an idiot. Being funny, I guess, quote unquote funny. So what have y'all been up to? What are y'all doing? Like, are y'all playing video games? Are y'all watching TV, movies, and whatnot? I've been working on this one scene for 3 hours now. Gosh. Can you say Minecraft gameplay? I'm not gonna be playing Minecraft today because I got too much work to do. It's Saturday. Saturday and Sunday are the 2 days I have to work the hardest because that's like right. Monday's like right there, you know. So I have to make sure I'm like really working hard. Now, funnily enough, for those of you curious about my schedule, or if you're ever wondering how videos are doing, look at the day of the week. If it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, chances are the video is progressing pretty slowly. But if it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that means I'm crazy working. Like I usually like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is like my weekend pretty much. It's like those are the days I take kind of off. I mean, like I still work on those days, but not as much, not as hard. Can I do the Star Wars movies? I could. It's been a while since I've seen them. I really like Empire Strikes Back though. I think that's probably. I mean, like, that's a very popular opinion, I know, but it's a good movie. I like it. Okay, and that's it. That's the whole thing. That is every masking bit I have to do. All right, now I would put this all in After Effects, but After Effects is crazy slow. It makes my computer chug so much, and I'm also streaming, so I feel like watching the stream while it chugs wouldn't be very fun. So I'm just gonna animate the next scene instead, and then I'm gonna put it all together later, and then. Ugh. Why is Spider-Man my favorite? Because the action you can do with Spider-Man. A very interesting character in terms of the way they move, or he moves. Also, I just like the stories. Yeah, I really like Peter Parker. I like how much he's like a working class hero. Nothing really goes his way. I could do it. Honestly, Avatar: The Last Airbender would be a sick series because there actually is Lego figures for them. You see how slow this is going? My gosh, my computer. I need to get a new computer. Can I please do a Lego Barney film? What? Barney? Barney the dinosaur, you say? Interesting. Don't really feel connected to the character. I doubt I would do that. But who knows, man? Who knows in the future? Have you played Batman Arkham games? I've only played Arkham City, but Arkham City is incredible. I love that game. Alright. Oh, alright. I just worked for like 3 hours straight, so I'm just gonna take this moment to stretch. Once again, thank you all so much for 40,000 subscribers. It's crazy. Alright. I'm done looking at the Twitterverse. Oh man. I'm just waiting for Photoshop to close here. And I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm gonna do one last shot, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So right now I'm just waiting for Photoshop to close, so I can open up my frame grabber software again. And this is gonna be a shot of Iron Man flying in. Do I earn money on my videos? Yes, and that is the only reason I'm able to do this. I hate how we need money. You know, I hate how. Okay, this sounds like communist propaganda. I swear to God, I'm not a communist because that's also not a good ideology. That's not. People have died under communism. So I just don't like the fact that I can't do whatever I want because if I do whatever I want, I will starve to death. It's just not fun. I mean, again, the only reason I'm able to do this as often as I can is because of all of you guys. And that's why I'm so thankful for all of you guys. Because you guys consistently watch and support the streams and watch the videos. And, you know, it's incredible. Because you guys have really helped out. So once again, thank you all for watching the stream. Thank you all for being a part of this. And I'm really happy that you're all here. My favorite SpongeBob character is Squidward. There's something to... No, it's Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs. Yeah, what am I thinking? Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? No. Quentin Tarantino? I have not seen that one yet. Action Brick. I want to watch it. But the thing about Quentin Tarantino movies is that they creep me out because of all the foot fetishism, man. It's like, get out of my face. What a weird guy. Okay, you know what, actually? I feel like I can't stream anymore. My computer is actually so laggy. And the quality's going down so hard. Okay. Actually, I think this is a good... Actually, never mind. I think this is a good place to end it. I did a whole shot. I can't... I don't even know... I want to stay, but I don't even know if I can. My computer is, like, chugging. It is, like... I need to give it a break. This is a horrible frame to start to stay on. You see how much there's like a frame drop and whatnot. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching the stream. It was fun to watch. £2 or euros, I don't know what those are. But thank you all so much. So thank you so much, Mark Hastings. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Hastings? I don't know. But thank you so much, man. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for, just being supporting the channel and whatnot. One last A before we go. One final A around the city. All right. Marvel the Fan 21 reaction theories. Shout out to you because you asked for it. And I will see you guys. $2 by Pizza Time. Thank you so much for watching the entire shit. Thank you so much for your donations. Pizza Time Productions is such a god. My lord. I'm gonna send you something special for that. Yeah, you pretty much donated as much as a Patreon, so you pretty much deserve a shout out at the end of the video. Alright. I'll see you guys next time. On Monday. Later, y'all.